Strange people were seen in our village today wearing pink jumpsuits and carrying masks with figuras depicted on them. Be vigilant and refrain from walking in the street today. This is a warning not only for our village, but also for those nearby. Wait, who the hell are you people? Security! Security now!
Guards won't help you. This village is now under our control, so surrender or we'll take drastic measures. We strongly advise you not to mess with us. Just follow our rules and you'll be fine. If I were you, I would prepare for our arrival. Good luck, everyone.
This is news from the neighboring village. I don't like it. Mikey, did you see what they said on TV? Some strange people are taking over the villages.
Of course I saw. That's why I came here. We have to do something about it or we're in danger.
I agree, but how can we stand up to an organization like them? Do you have a plan?
I don't have a plan, but I have an idea. A long time ago, we built an underground shelter near us. I think we could use it now. Let's go there.
But it's abandoned. No one's been there for a long time. How can it help us? It looks like people are also panicking from what they've heard. Then we definitely need to do something. But I can't figure out what it has to do with an old bunker that's already covered in cobwebs and vegetation.
We'll rebuild it. We need it now more than ever. We'll wait for those pink-suited bandits to attack us, and when they let their guard down, we'll strike.
That's a good plan. I like it. But first we need to make this place livable. It's looking too sad. We've got a pretty tough job here, cleaning all this up.
Yeah, this place has been empty for too long, but we're gonna clean it up and punish those thugs. Here you go. This'll help you out.
So, I think we've cleaned it up. Now it's time to start building.
Yeah, but first, take these cameras and put them all over the village. We need to be aware of what's going on in the streets so we can know when these people are coming to our village.
It's a good idea. I'll get on it. You get everything ready so we can set up a shelter that will allow us to wait out these bandits.
Sure, I'll do that. Here, I'll give you all the cameras I got. Just put them all over the village.
Of course, we need to keep an eye on every corner of the village. Good luck then. I'll take care of the cameras. Information is one of the most important elements in confronting someone, and information about what's going on in the streets, where most of the enemy forces are located, and what they are armed with will play a big role in repelling their attack. So, you also need to make sure that these cameras are working because they are extremely important. The most important thing is that the enemy doesn't attack right now when we're not ready, as it will interfere with our construction, and we'll have to quickly think of a plan, which is unlikely to be reliable. But I don't think they'll attack us right now. After all, the village from which this news report was made is far enough away that they can't get here in such a short time, which is to our advantage. But don't relax. They will be here sooner or later, and we will have to fight back with all our strength. The villagers are still in a panic over the news. No wonder. Hopefully, they will think of fleeing the village as soon as possible or do something that will keep them safe. Now that I've set up the cameras, we'll be able to see every corner of this village and nothing will be hidden from view. Now, it's time to go back to the shelter and help Mikey set up the place. I'm all done, Mikey, and what are you doing here? I put in an extra drawer and forgot to put it away.
It was an accident, but I'm organizing as much as I can. So far, I've only put up less than half the furniture I have. How are things in the village?
Not so good. The villagers are running all over the village in a panic instead of leaving the place. But hopefully, when the enemies get close to us, they'll come to their senses or take up arms.
All right, we've got some of the furniture down to a livable level. Now, while we have time, we need to set up the rest of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cozy in here now. We'll be living in underground shelters instead of houses. But first of all, this place is for us to wait for the moment to strike those invaders who are coming to this village. But we have to wait for that moment, and it's better to wait in comfort. We've even got an aquarium and a TV. Is there anything else missing?
We'll figure something out. I still have plenty of furniture, so there's definitely something we're missing. You'd better come up with ideas of what else to put in here. I've got everything.
I think we've got everything we need. Are we sure we need something besides a TV and beds?
I know what's missing. We're missing 2 super powerful computers. Once I put them in, we'll forget about boredom.
Indeed, that's what we lacked in our top secret and protected hideout. Just put a bunch of monitors to hold all the footage from the surveillance cameras, like in spy movies, and then we will not be in any danger, because we will know everything that happens in our village. I guess once we put the computers in, we can just sit back and wait for those thugs in pink suits to show up.
I've also moved weapons and equipment into our crates so we can fight back. So from now on, we shouldn't go to the surface at all until they come.
There will be a lot of them. I think they will be serious opponents, but I believe I can handle and defeat them.
Of course we'll beat them. They think they're going to take over an unarmed village and make their own rules, but they don't know that there's us to stand up to them.
They have no idea what consequences await them for their atrocity. We will resist them and thus welcome them to our village. I think they will be very happy to meet us.
Then we wait for them. I'd take a nap if I were you. JJ, wake up! They're here! The bandits in the pink jumpsuits are here!
Oh, they're already here. When did they get to the village?
Just a couple minutes ago. As soon as I saw them, I woke you up. Look at the cameras and you'll see for yourself. There are quite a few. You're in for a rough ride.
Let's see how many there are. Wow, there's a lot of them, and they're all armed. I don't see anyone but these criminals, no villagers. I hope they're okay.
No, they're locked in a cage on the edge of the village. They've all been fished out and locked up.
That's not good. We should release them. It's good that they're alive. Apparently, this is how these criminals decided to build order in our village. But nothing, I'll show them. Here are the villagers. Their situation is not good, but they are waiting for me to come to the surface, armed to the teeth. Speaking of weapons, where are they?
It's in the dresser by your bed. It's got everything you need. And don't forget the armor next to you in the other drawer.
Great! Thanks for bringing the gear over here. Since they're pretty well armed themselves, I should be better equipped to stand up to an army of their kind. But luckily, I have a shotgun and an assault rifle that will be much more effective than their weapons. It's just as well that I have this incredible armor that will protect me from 100 shots from these bandits. They won't be able to penetrate my armor or escape the bullets of my weapon. So it's time to do justice and punish the bandits.
Show them, JJ. I'll be watching you through the cameras.
Fine. Let what I'm doing have an audience. They're celebrating the victory right now. They think the village is theirs now, but they don't know that I'm coming out of the hatch of one of the shelters with a rifle and solid armor. Hello, dear guests. Make yourselves comfortable in our village. This will be your last journey through the faraway lands, and this is where you will stay. There are many of them, but they do not pose any danger to me. Their bullets do me no damage at all, but my weapons are deadly to them. Even if there are dozens of them, or 1 or 1,000, I will destroy every last one of them. No one else will dare to come into the villages and start making their own rules. Lock the villagers in cages and think it's their place. I'll quickly dispel the myths of their superiority. They put on their funny costumes, but they won't help them in defeating me. They're more afraid of a shotgun than an assault rifle, but I don't want to get too close to them. It's better to combine both of these weapons, as the ammo isn't infinite, but it's enough to take them down, I'm sure. There are so many of them here that I'm sure they've gathered all their forces to take over the village. I hope they don't call for reinforcements, or I wouldn't want to take them out before nightfall. Even if I could, it would take too long and I'd run out of ammo. But even if I don't have ammunition, I'm sure I can take down their whole army with just my fists. But then the battle will last forever. Using my weapons and cameras to track down everyone who had a hand in taking over our village, I will be able to completely eradicate them as a group. We know they've already taken at least one village nearby and are trying to take ours. We don't know how many other places they've raided before, but I do know that this is the last day they do anything like this, or anything at all. They're scary in appearance only, but they're not a threat in and of themselves. They are not difficult opponents, though there are many of them, more than there are inhabitants in this village. The confidence with which they took over the television and threatened us contradicts what they really are. Just a bunch of weak thugs in pink suits. Although, maybe it's just me being too strong. There aren't many of them left anymore. All I have to do is clear them out near the cage with the villagers, and I can breathe a sigh of relief, even though I didn't even bother. After that, I will have to free the villagers from the cage, and we can celebrate the victory. As I understand it, these two bandits are the last ones. Good! Now we've dealt with this attack by strange men in strange costumes. Now me, Mikey, and these villagers are safe, and so are the other villagers in the neighborhood. Today, we took out a pretty impressive group of criminals and prevented future raids on other villages. So we are very good, and we have done a good job. Now it's time to tell Mikey the good news. Don't be bored, I'll get you out of here, but first I'll get Mikey here to help me.